Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the best money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. And in total, I will be covering 5 different money methods, all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But without any more talking, let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so for the first money method, we're going to be doing the Acid Lab sell mission, since this week they're actually paying 2 times money plus 2 times RP, which is very overpowered. So to take advantage of this, what you first want to do is enter inside the Acid Lab business, and once inside, what you need to make sure is that your supplies level is all the way full, which mine is currently not. So there's 2 different ways to buy supplies, either going over to this corner inside the business and clicking right D-pad to source supplies, which this way is not the best because you will have to do a mission to get these supplies, but my personal favorite way is by going over here to where Mutt is at and clicking right D-pad to speak to him. From here, you now want to click where it says buy supplies for $60,000. That's how much it costs to get a full set of supplies, and just like that, after 10 minutes of waiting, you'll then get delivered a full set of supplies to your business. So once your supplies level is all the way full like mine, there is basically nothing else you need to do except wait for the business to fill all the way completely full of product, but there's actually a way to make this go even faster. To do this, simply come over to this section inside the business where it says boost acid production and then click right D-pad. After you go through that cutscene, your business will now be boosted. Just keep in mind, you can only do this once per day, but after you do it, your business will be boosted and will fill up 1 hour faster than it would normally. Anyway, once you did that and your supplies level is all the way full, there's basically nothing else you need to do except wait for the product to fill 100% full, and of course, whenever the supplies level gets low, you want to buy supplies once again. But once your business is all the way full, you'll see it is worth $703,000 with a double money plus double RP bonus this week. So go over here to the section inside the business and click right D-pad to sell your product. And in this case, I will be selling my Acid Lab product in a public session with over 20 people in it, which if you don't know, that is the way to get the complete max amount of bonus money when it comes to selling your product in a public session. But you could definitely do it in an invite-only session and walk away with that easy $703,000, so don't worry if you don't want to do it in a public session. For this sell mission, it was literally so simple. I first had to go over to this fake location where there was a whole bunch of cops, and after I lost the cops, I then had to go over to the real location. Which once I got over there, it was literally as simple as me driving the motorcycle inside this van and then parking it inside. Once I parked it inside, I then had to leave the area. And once I did, here's how much money I got paid. As you could see, $985,000, which is how much money you'll get paid if you were to sell your Acid Lab business 100% full in a public session with over 20 people in it this week. Alright, now getting into the second money method, I will be showing you how to make $251,000 in only 2 minutes. If you want to do this, open up the pause menu and come over to this exact location in Textile City where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and then go up here to where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the HSW time trial, then drive through this entire alleyway to take a left on this street. Once you take a left, take a right here on this freeway, and then start following the waypoint exactly as it is showing you on the map. Because this week's HSW time trial route is really simple, the only real shortcut is what you just saw there where I cut across the freeway, but that is not even really needed. As long as you don't crash going the entire way through, you should be able to beat this time trial without having any problems. Which, skipping straight to it, here's how much money I got paid once I beat the HSW time trial. As I said, $251,000 in only 1 minute 41 seconds, which is really easy money. Make sure you do it by this week. Alright, but now getting into the third money method. This one is completely brand new that just got added yesterday to GTA 5 Online, which is called the Ramius Slasher Adversary mode. It's pretty much like Slasher, but just in a different map, which is pretty cool. So to start this, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and then adversary mode, and you'll see it right here at the very top. There is only one. As you also saw, it's currently paying double money plus double RP this week, which is really cool. But anyway, the way it works is pretty simple. It's like every other slasher adversary mode that we got for Halloween. Pretty much in this mode, there is two teams, one team of a slasher and then the other team of hunted. And all the slasher has to do is use his shotgun to go around the entire map hunting down all of the hunted to take them all out. Which is what I'm doing here, but if the slasher wasn't to take out all of the hunted before that timer ends, which the timer is actually not that much time, then the hunted by the end of that timer will have the opportunity to take out the slasher with their own shotgun. Yes, that's right, because the entire time, all of the hunted didn't even have a shotgun, they only have a flashlight, so that is why the hunted don't really have that really good of an opportunity to take out the slasher during that time. It's a really fun game mode though, so if the slasher were to take out all the hunted, they'll end up winning the round, but if the hunted end up taking out the slasher, then of course all of the hunted will end up winning the round. Anyway though, cutting straight to it, here's how much money I got paid once I won the entire match. As you could see, I am of course the match winner. I got paid a total of $32,000 and also 2,200 RP on top, which is actually not that bad considering that this game mode was only around 5 minutes long, and also that literally anyone watching can start this money method whenever they want to, no matter what level you are. Whatever you do, I at least recommend that you do that game mode and win it at least once, because you'll see after you win one of those adversary modes, you'll get paid $200,000 after, and you'll also unlock the brown vintage werewolf mask. Which the reason we got that is because if you open up the interaction menu, then go over to where it says challenges and weekly challenge, it is to win one adversary mode, which is really easy. So make sure you do that weekly challenge by this week, because it is also the only way to unlock this brown vintage werewolf mask. So make sure you do it by this week, because after this week, you most likely won't be able to unlock this mask. Alright, but now getting into the fifth and final money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 1 minute. If you want to do this, first open up the pause menu and come over to this exact location at Grove Street where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest motorcycle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and then come up here to mark the checkpoint. Once you marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then quit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the time trial, and all you want to do the entire way through this time trial is make sure you try your best not to crash while also going somewhat fast and not slow the entire way through. And trust me, as long as you do those things, you should be able to beat this time trial with no problem, since it is very easy. All you need to do is go a somewhat decent pace and of course not mess up. But once you do end up beating the time trial in time, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $101,000 in just over 1 minute of beating a very simple time trial. Make sure you do it by this week. Anyway, like I said, that was going to be the very last money method of today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy. If you did and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss out on any future GTA 5 online videos just like this one from me. But until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.